Alright, so we are being asked to find the coordinate after reflecting across the y-axis. The point we're going to be using is what's marked in red on our coordinate plane, which here happens to be W. Before getting into any of those rules or how to actually find your new coordinate after reflecting, we need to figure out where we're starting from. So I'm going to go ahead and write out my coordinate for W. So if I look, I'm at -4 on the x. I draw lines to help keep me accountable for where I am. It makes it a lot easier. It's a really good strategy to use if you struggle seeing things and maybe where they are. That might be an issue if you mix things up. And then on the y, it is at -2. So this is my starting point. Okay, we're starting at -4, -2. Now, looking over at the rules, we're being asked to reflect across the y-axis. So going across the y-axis, we're going to use the second rule that's listed, which you're taking your original value, x comma y, and now you're going to make your x value negative, or change the sign, not making it negative, definitely just multiplying it negatively, and your y value is going to stay exactly the same. So again, this means that your values stay the same, your numbers are going to stay the same, you're only changing the sign of the one that has a negative in front of it in the rule. So in this example, we should have x comma y is to -x comma y. So that means that my -2 is going to stay exactly the same. The only thing that's changing the sign is that x value. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing this so I can make my new point. So w prime, again, when we're finding a new point, we're calling it prime. So in the parentheses, I'm changing the sign only of the x value. So instead of it being negative, it's now going to become positive. So I'm just going to write 4. I do not do anything with the y value that's given to me. I simply rewrite it just like it was. So I'm going to leave it as -2. This tells me that my reflected point across the y-axis is going to be at +4, -2. Again, remind yourself that the y-axis goes straight up and down. It's also marked here for you, y is straight up and down. If you're struggling using this rule, I have another suggestion, and that is to count. First thing I would do is start wherever you are starting from, like wherever your reflection is, and that's going to be your y-axis. So I'm going to count how far away it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 away from the y-axis. So right where it is on the other side, I'm going to put 4 away, and that again gives me my new point. And just to double check, it is also 2 away from the x-axis, and this one is 2 away from the x-axis. It's going to be in the same position. It's almost like you took a piece of paper and there was a point on one side, you folded it directly in half, and that point is going to show up exactly in the same spot but on the other side. Counting is a really effective method to help you answer this question, but remember, we do want you to kind of try and memorize the rules. The code word for this problem is pool. P-O-O-L, pool. Hope this helps.